Main event time. Last drop of the gate of 1993 coming up. Everybody racing for bragging rights, for honors, for Cooper. Racing for, I guess, the memories as much as anything.
Yeah, he's going to try this one last shot. I look for a lot out of Guy Cooper. One of two things will happen. He will either do great, or Cooper will have one of those nights where he tries so hard, that it goes the other direction, and he's going to flounder around the racetrack.
It started in Orlando in January. It ends tonight here in Las Vegas. The gate is down and the main event is on. The 1993 series coming to a close, and a great start for Larry Brooks.
And a terrible start for Jeremy McGrath. What happened?
Well, we haven't seen it often, but we've seen it here tonight. McGrath, where is he? Back there in the traffic jam somewhere.
And Stanton with not a particularly good start. Matasevich, though, with the worst of all, as he was hung up in that first corner, color him gone. The leaders up front, meanwhile, want to take a look behind him and say, hey, let's make us a little hay while the sun shines. Rider number 43, that's Ezra Lusk.
Cooper's got himself a decent start. He's top 5 with Stanton right on his wheels. But the youngster, 17-year-old Ezra Lusk out of Bainbridge, Georgia, has the stars of Supercross behind him. Here's the battle for position. Earthquake Kehoe, number 22, pursued by Steve Lamson, number 21, a heat race winner. Look at this kid break away on the first lap. Lusk is gone. We know he's fast. We've seen him do this before.
Yeah, but let me tell you two things about Ezra Lusk. One, he won the opening round of the Supercross season in the 125 Eastern Regional series a year ago. That's his only victory as far as, and Lamson running off the racetrack. Well, that's all right. We'll just cut that corner, keep right on going. That's legal if you don't make up time. He certainly didn't. He lost. Since that win a couple of years ago, Ezra Lusk has not been able to stay upright for 20 laps. That's been his problem.
Cooper, meanwhile, trying to take advantage of a decent start and get rolling. We'll be right back. Dome, Larry Brooks, number 17, perhaps the big surprise here. It's been a long time since we've seen him run up front well into a Supercross race. He has Jeff Stanton on his rear wheel. Guy Cooper is in 4th spot as they work the whoops. Ooh, Coop caught the front wheel, hangs the left. Big disappointment for this man who rides his last Supercross race here tonight. He'll drop a couple of spots as number 21, Lamson, who's had an earlier shot, gets back underway. Larry, what happened here?
He's had trouble all night long in that whoop section. Remember, I talked about the timing that it takes to get through whoop-de-doos. You've got to be precise, and Cooper has too much adrenaline tonight. He just got a little bit hot. Way out front, Dave, is Ezra Lusk, rider number 43, the Team Suzuki star. He is gone, but coming up, he got a terrible start. He was back in 12th, 15th place, something like that. Jeremy McGrath has really been on the gas. He's up now to, I think, the number 4 position. There he goes past Larry Brooks. Now challenging Jeff Stanton.
What an incredible charge that is. Yeah, that's Stanton that he has in his sights, his teammate whom he's beaten repeatedly all year long. McGrath, after blowing the start, hey, if you're going to mess one up, make it the race after you clinch the championship.
McGrath is just unbelievable. They wondered if we could come from behind. You know, that's been the knock. How do you knock a guy that's won like that? But the knock was he really will not be able to come from behind to win races. That's what they said. This guy is incredible. He has caught Jeff Stanton, and he looks to me like he's not going to waste any time. He is looking for just one little line, an inch. He'll be looking there. He's going to be around Stanton. He's going to make that pass before this one is over. And you know what? Oh, no. McGrath got sideways. He was going for a block pass, I think, Dave. We're going to have to take another look at it here in a second. But he was going for a block pass. I think he wanted to move Stanton out of the way, and he still had time to catch McGrath. No more. He's got banners in his wheel. McGrath is not going to make it 11 for the season.
Oh, well, here it is again. What happened, Larry?
Now watch him. He's starting to cut to the inside, and he just catches the rear wheel on that jump. It pitched him off to the side into the hay bales. He landed on his feet. Everything is okay, health-wise, motorcycle-wise, but he's well back in the pack. Meanwhile, the other end, oh, boy, has he opened up some kind of lead.
Well, is Lusk going to be able to keep it on 2 wheels tonight? That is always the question. Oh, now that was not fair. Did we put the whammy on him or what? I mean, you called it. He hadn't ridden 20 laps all year.
Yeah, but you're the one that brought it up during the race, so if there's any bad luck to be blamed, it's going to have to go on to you. Ezra Lusk crashing, loses the lead. Now he's tangling with Mike LaRocco. Looks like he wants to come back. Meanwhile, Jeff Stanton is the guy that's making hay out front. LaRocco comes to a stand. standstill. Wow, then LaRocco comes to another standstill.
LaRocco challenged here by number 17, Larry Brooks, and by his teammate, Mike Kudrowski. Another of the slow starters here this evening. A lot of guys got off the gate badly, so it's a Kawasaki battle for third and fourth. As Ezra Lusk has recovered second spot, Jeff Stanton is up and gone out front. That's right, Jeff Stanton, the reigning series champ, the man who has yet to win a race this year.
Let's go back to that battle for the number 3 position. Teammates, LaRocco and Kudrowski. Problem here is, as they fight each other, Kudrowski trying to pass, LaRocco trying to hold him off, they're going to drop back just slightly off the pace. So there go their opportunities to catch the leaders, Lusk and Stanton.
We'll be right back. We're back in the Sam Boyd Silverdome, and we're watching the series champion for, what, another 15 laps or so, 10 laps or so. Jeff Stanton, the leader, pursued by Ezra Lusk, the youngster. Kid who would like to be Supercross champion before.
Lusk goes down one more time. Second time he's crashed tonight. You know, in fairness to Ezra Lusk, let me point out quickly that most of the great Supercross stars spend a season or two picking himself up off the ground. What's that old saying, Dave? You never know how fast you can go until you crash.
Exactly.
That's what Ezra is going through. Don't feel sorry for him. He's going to rebound. He's going to be a great rider before this is over. Here comes Lamson now, while Ezra's probably feeling sorry for himself, trying to get back on the gas. Lamson says, hey, here's a chance for an easy pass. So he took the easy pickings, and he moved one spot up. Meanwhile, out front, Stanton looking for his first victory of the season. He has company. The battle for second place now between LaRocco and Kudrowski. And I'm telling you, were they not slowing each other down through the passing and blocking techniques, they would be up there hammering on Stanton's rear wheel.
Kudrowski has yet to really make an aggressive attack on LaRocco. He's been studying his lines. He hasn't been able to get up alongside. Kudrowski would love to pick up that third win of the season, while LaRocco is hoping to finish in the style with which he began. Flips a bail there, loses ground. Here's the challenge as Kudrowski comes alongside.
Yeah, see, but that's what I'm talking about. LaRocco is trying to hold his lines very tight. The good lines on the racetrack. He's trying to stay in the very tight, not letting Kudrowski get the wheel inside. In order to do that, he's sacrificing some of that wild speed. You know, you just don't ride with wild abandon when you're trying to do a block situation, and that's what's slowing him down.
About a bike length seems to be the average interval between the two. As Kudrowski nails the backside of that jump, they work their way past the lap Todd to hoop, and you get a sense of the speed here. But out front, Stanton is gone. There's no catching him here tonight. It's taken all season for it to happen. Great shot as they work their way close by the camera. The battle for second between two men, neither of whom has yet had the opportunity to live to their full potential in Supercross competition. LaRocco's really got this section wired. Opens up a little advantage over Kudrowski.
I think if I were a team manager at this point in time, I would have had a meeting that said, hey, guys, if we get together and we're chasing someone the likes of Jeff Stanton, let's make a pact amongst ourselves. We'll not try to do any passing. Till we get right up there on Stanton, we'll both pass him, and then we'll have our battle.
I might offer the responsible opposing view. I think Jeff Stanton is going so fast right now, these guys couldn't catch him with afterburners. LaRocco looks like he's going pretty fast to me. He is away from Kudrowski for the moment. They get the signal from the Kawasaki team, and they run Jeff Stanton down. We'll find out as we come back. The Sam Boyd Silver Bowl in Las Vegas. In Las Vegas, Mike LaRocco has begun to close down the gap on Jeff Stanton, and at the same time pull away a little bit, although he's struggling right here. Don't give it all back, Mike. Followed Ryder ahead of them, causing them no problem as LaRocco got out of shape through the whoops. That lets Kudrowski close back in, and it erases some gains that LaRocco had made. He was actually closing in pretty impressively on Stanton.
Yeah, he was. Stanton is looking for that. You know, what's running through their mind? That's what I'm leading up to here. Stanton's looking for his first win of the season. He's got to be thinking, don't blow it. Don't get over anxious. Don't tighten up. Stay loose. And as a result, he's got to slow just a little bit. Then we look at this battle for the number 2 position among teammates, and that's leading up to some pretty interesting racing. Now, they have closed the gap slightly on Stanton. Whether or not they can keep that pace or that distance or that closing speed, I think is what I'm saying here. Remains to be seen as they're back battling amongst themselves. And actually, Dave, I'm not sure what I'm leading up to here.
Well, Larry, that's a function of the unpredictability of Supercross.
Well, I knew what I was going to say. I forgot. I got sidetracked. Started talking about something else, then I forgot what I was talking about.
I'm confident that what you were trying to do was set the stage for the drama that's about to unfold, because indeed these two green bikes are running down the red bike. The Kawasaki's are catching the Honda. Whether they're battling each other or not, whether Stanton has slowed or not, this has suddenly become a three-rider race. Here is Stanton in traffic, and here comes LaRocco, and behind him Kedrowski, and they're within striking distance, particularly with those lap riders taking some of the good lines away.
Well, at this point in time, I got to like Stanton's chances, if nothing more, that he has not been making the mistakes that LaRocco and Kedrowski have been making. Stanton seems to be the smoother of the trio, and I think he's just kind of watching everything very carefully on the racetrack. However, let's go back to the adrenaline factor. Mike Kedrowski, Mike LaRocco coming from out of the pack are certainly riding at this point faster than Stanton, and that just could carry him, carry either one of the two right past the defending champ.
I think that's the big question. Is Stanton going to be able to step up the pace? In a season context, he was not able to do that when Jeremy McGrath put the pressure on by winning all the races. Now in the finale, these two guys are up to put the pressure on Stanton. He's going to have to pick up the tempo if he wants to pull out his first win of the year. Again, LaRocco clipped that bail. Kedrowski almost got by him.
Well, we'll find out if they get the job done when we come back.
In Las Vegas, and Jeff Stanton is into the final lap. Kedrowski trying to reel in Mike LaRocco. LaRocco made a key mistake just before the break. He has recovered to close and challenge Stanton as the white flag flies. Look at this, Damon Bradshaw, a lapper, pulling over and out of the way. He has not come to terms with the Las Vegas finale here this evening. What do you think, Myers? You going to catch him?
Good question. I said earlier that I like Stanton's chances. I still do. I think he'll be able to keep LaRocco behind him. And now watch. Maybe that'll be the stroke of bad luck that goes on to Stanton and makes LaRocco make the pass.
Don't put the whammy on him. It's close, but I got a feel that Stanton's got what he needs. He's got about 3 bike lengths in hand, and we're less than half a lap from home. It would take a major mistake for Jeff Stanton to give away this, his only win of the 1993 Supercross season. LaRocco trying valiantly up and over the triple, but Stanton looks pretty smooth, pretty salty. He who has won 3 championships in this division didn't get it put together this year. Team Honda managed to hang on, and Jeff Stanton wins his first race of the year over Mike LaRocco and Mike Kedrowski, who settled for third in the last couple of laps. It just didn't come his way. He knew he was beat. He protected what he had and comes home with a third-place finish. The big crowd heading for the exits. The 1993 season is over. Stanton has won the finale from LaRocco, Kedrowski, Lamson, and Lusk. Rounding out the top 10, Cooper in his final Supercross ride, Henry, Brooks, McGrath, and Kehoe. Here's Stanton